Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zante, back with another video, like I said I would be, and today we're doing the cart video. And we're not talking about all carts, like if you buy from a dispensary, you're fine. But if you buy off a plug, this video is for you. Like, really made for you, so you need to pay attention. And, like, this video is not to hate on plugs. Like, I get that they gotta make their money, but at the same time, the way that they're making their money is not, like, good for anyone else. So I am going to talk about this, and it is what it is. But today we're gonna be kind of just talking about how all the carts that you could buy in the black market are 100% fake, and most of the nicotine vapes too. Not all of them, because it's easy to get wholesale on those, but with like the carts and shit, you can't sell weed in that high amounts anyway, so none of them are legal, none of them are safe. And let me clarify, you can't sell weed at all if you don't have a license, so that's another thing. But with all that being said, let's just kind of hop into this, because there's kind of a lot to talk about. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is how you can figure out if your cart is fake, because this is kind of important, and this is going to this is one of the, it's just the most important part. So, there's no bubble test anymore. They have cutting agents that can go right past that. So, the bubble test is just out the window. The best way that I do it is I open up my shits myself, once they're done, and I'll, take a paper clip and see the consistency of the oil. If it's super runny and, not basically, I don't know, if it's not super sticky and it's super runny and I don't know, it doesn't have a tough consistency, I guess, then you definitely have a fake cart. But if you don't want to open your cart, if you're buying 2 grams and 3 grams, that's easy to tell because they have big tanks, so you can usually, if you hit them a lot, if you tilt them around a lot, you might be able to watch the oil move, because fake carts do not pass that test. If you hit them 3 times, they will, the oil will start to move if there's a lot of oil in there. And I know this from experience, because back when I was a little broker, I spent 70 on 2 3-gram carts, and I knew they was going to be fake from the jump. My whole goal was just to have 6 grams of cart, because I needed it. And I knew for a fact, once I got them, they was cut, because the oil was a little, really dark orange. That's another way to tell. It's the coloration on your cart. If it doesn't look like some shit that would be out of the dispensary, and you could look at that through dispensary menus, you probably shouldn't buy it. There is no live diamonds on the streets. Live diamonds are clear, but ain't none of those. Pretty sure that's pretty expensive to make for a plug. Live resin, maybe the cheapest, dirtiest live resin ever. And then I don't know, cause them home melts, they're pretty fire. I've had a couple real ones, a lot of fake ones. Frieds, never touched a real one because it's not a real one. In my city, we got Piff bars, and they started off real and kind of turned fake as more people bought them, as you would expect. And for nicotine, oh man, you could not tell for nicotine, because unless you're going off how it hits, there's not really a good way to identify. You can't see the juice. All you can see is the same vape that you just bought last week. So those ones, they're relatively tough unless you already know what to look out for. But yeah, for carts, it's just a matter of really getting into it. And when I say really get into it, I don't just mean doing some research. I mean you literally physically have to get inside of your cart to see if the oil is real in most cases nowadays. Especially with the 1 grams, because there's no oil inside of those, because it's 1 gram. It's not heavy enough to flow, so it's probably not gonna in a small cart. But if you're buying 2 grams Frieds, which stop, then you could do the test, which you shouldn't need to on a fried. I'm telling you right now, that shit's fake as fuck. There's literally a list of fake carts. Frieds are definitely not the only ones. So you got you got Alien Labs Dispos. Those are very fake. I've tried one, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm never gonna try another one. I don't care if there's real ones or not. Jeter Juice, I don't think there's been real ones in a long time. I don't think there's even a real glow company Frieds, those are very fake. Whole melts are starting to definitely become fake. Them choice slabs too, I be hearing that they be getting people high, but the problem with that is they're advertised as live diamonds and live resin, but if you just look at the oil and you know what both of those look like, it's not. And most of the choice labs, they have the same oil, but you switch between two. Like, that's weird. Well, not weird, I know exactly why. It's because they fill it up with the same oil and call it two. It's just because another thing is you could get these carts for like $6 a piece and sell them for $25, $35, $60 even. Like, it's so insane how easy it is to make like huge bread off of this. All you need is 100 carts and you could become, I wouldn't say rich because you can't really use the money on a lot, but you can make a good amount of bread. You shouldn't though, because you're just killing people. That's all you're doing. A couple other like super obviously fake ones that I feel like should still be mentioned. Muhammad's, they have been fake literally forever. If for some reason you're still finding brass knuckles carts around, you should not buy that. Big Chief, obviously not. Those are the three that had caused the whole like vaping sickness, I guess, craze back when all that started. It was because all the vitamin E acetate cut and shit. I'm not 100% sure on how like they get cut now, because I don't believe it's vitamin E acetate all the way. I think it's just generally a lot of pesticides, and that's how they find this stuff. But yeah, so you got donut frieds, you got what else? Ghost disposables, forbidden fruit disposables. They're not very common, but they do come around to some plugs every once in a while. Pac-Mans, bro, those are terrible, terrible, terrible vapes. I don't care, like, and the problem with these fake vapes is they get you high because it's like they're not fake, like they have the weed oil in them. The issue is that they have other stuff in them that you're not supposed to smoke. That's kind of that's why people don't want you smoking fake carts like that, and why people go against it so much. You have no idea what kind of reactions are being caused when these little chemicals are being ignited, because you don't even know what's in that cart. It could literally just be some crazy shit because that plug thought, there's no way that this is gonna kill my customers, right? And they put something in there and you might die. But that's all it is in the streets. Even the weed too, bruh. Them sprinkles packs and all those like packs that got the like super cool colorful names and shit, and they're like dessert foods, all fake. They put them in a machine that sprays terps inside of the nugs, and they repackage it in them $60 bags that costed them 10 cents. They spent probably $5 on that eighth that you are buying for $60. Just think about that for a second. All these plugs, they scam the shit out of you for nothing, and you fall for it every time. And if you don't fall for it, props to you. You're smart like me. I know this clip keeps going on, but it's because I keep remembering about new carts. Like, or not new, but like carts obviously that are fake. Because like cake carts, if you ever smoke one of those, bro, they don't get you high for shit. I used to smoke those when I had zero tolerance, and they didn't even get me high. Like, that's how bad they were. And just looking through Telegram, like, because I have one of the bulk plugs type shit. Halo dispos, could tell you right now that's fake, and I've never even seen those around. Like, you got Jita juices, obviously fake. Like, and then they have dabs and stuff. You could tell they're bull. They got a lot of Halos. I guess they're a new drop. And then, I don't know if I mentioned torches, but yeah, torches are like really, really, really bad. I don't know if they were bad to begin, but I've hit a couple, and I'm not gonna lie, they kind of made me feel sick. And carts don't do that usually. Shorties too. If you've ever seen a Shorties, they kind of look a little bit like, they kind of look, I guess, like a little ice cream cone or a little sippy cup, and they're another one that just don't get me high for anything at all. And $40 for 2 grams, I'm not gonna lie, to not get me high, would never spend. But that's kind of just me personally. I just don't see a purpose. I get like maybe it's just because my tolerance has been super up lately, but I literally can't get high from most of these carts because they're just so boof. The last cart that I really do want to give a lot of mention to, just because of how many fake ones I've actually seen around, is Gold Coast Clear. If you ever see a Gold Coast Clear, I cannot stress this enough. Do not waste your money. I spent $30 on a 1 gram dispo and it lasted me a day back when I didn't even finish carts like that. So if that doesn't already tell you how bad they are. And the problem was they had decent quality feeling oil too, but they finished quick, so they were cut with something. They had to be. And then I got a 2 gram one after that, and I'm not gonna lie, it was hitting like the shorties. I don't know that there was very much THC in the oil, and I think that's another problem. Back to the piffs too. They released a lot of editions for those, similar to other carts, but they released Carnival and Exotic edition kind of recently, and Exotic's just shit. Exotic piffs never, and Carnival piffs, when they first came around, they were alright, and they had good flavor, good highs. Nowadays though, it's all terp juice. There's not even any oil in there. One of my friends bought one. I don't buy those because obviously they're stupid. But it was just all terp juice. You could hit it and you could see the bubbles literally going up. It looked like one of those old booth carts from back in the day. It was like scary. But yeah, so just watch out with what you're smoking. And if you do know what you're smoking and you don't care like me, just be safe, bruh. It's just bad out here. And buy from the dispensary if you can, or try to get someone to buy for you. It's so much more worth it. I'm not gonna lie though, this video is running on, and there's not really much more to be said. Like, if you don't understand at this point that what you're smoking is boof and that your plug isn't giving you good shit because there is no good shit, then there's nothing left I can say to you. I've already tried explaining this to my just school story to see how people would react, and I have a plug beefing with me about essentially what no one cared about. No one gave a fuck. Everyone was just mad at me for saying that, and I still have a plug that's beefing with me to this day, and then I don't really care. She can see me if she wants. I gave her my address. It is what it is. But if you like the video, then please like and subscribe. Comment for what you want to see next, because I had this idea because I've been wanting to make it for a while, but I don't really got no more ideas, so you feel me? And I got a beat channel and stuff. It's called Zante. I'm gonna link it down in the description, so if you want to hear some beats, maybe even want some beats, go tap in with that. And yeah, I'll see y'all whenever I come back. I don't know yet. Have a good one.